Hey folks, today doing a little bit of a update video as well as a haul video from our trip to the Isle of Man. Do you like my new hat? It's very nice, right? I forgot where I was going to start. I'm going to start with the update part of the thing. So, as some of you know, I struggle with anxiety and depression and such, and I'm on new meds that I started like a month and a half ago-ish, maybe. And they're really working for me. And this thing happened where when they started working, I no longer feel like I have to drink to self-medicate, I guess is the best way to describe that. So I don't really care about drinking anymore. Like, it makes me like I like beer. I still like beer and I still like drinking, but like it makes me not feel like I have to, which means I go days without like even thinking about it now. So yeah. So if by the time you're seeing this, I'll probably upload it tonight. Barley Wine Blackout Week is in full swing right now. So if you haven't seen any of those videos, go to the Nerd Sense channel, go to my channel, which are already on, and watch those videos. And you should watch them in order. So it started yesterday on the Nerd Sense channel. Sorry. I started work today, so I've been thinking today's Monday, but today is Tuesday. So go to the Nerd Sense channel, watch the video from yesterday, then watch the video on my channel today, Nerd Sense tomorrow, me on Thursday, Nerd Sense on Friday, and then Nerd Sense and me are posting the final videos on Saturday. So if you want to watch them in order, watch the Nerd Sense one first, and then the final video will be on 9T3 Lumber. So so yeah. I was actually going to say that part first and not talk about like anxiety and stuff before starting that off. Seems weird. But anyway, that's how we're doing it. So, I plan on drinking less. I still have a ton of beer that I need to drink, but I have less of it. And I brought some beer back, which you will see in a moment. So yeah, so at some point in the next, I don't think it's going to be, maybe the next, I'll be conservative with my estimate. Maybe in the next month, I'm gonna probably be posting less. Plus, I also just started working again, so today was the first day, so we'll see how I feel in the next couple days anyway. Or by the end of the week. I did a couple reviews today, but they were like lower ABV stuff. So yeah, I feel like there was more for the update part, but I can't remember, and I'm not going to hold you here until I do. So, well, I guess I was going to talk about the trip a little bit as part of the update. So I guess I'm not done with the update part. So yeah, Katie and I went to the Isle of Man, and we hung out, and I drank cask ale. And we had cocktails as well. We went to a distillery over there. We went to, where'd we go? We went to a couple bars, pubs, such, and we had a good time. was a good time. I got to do a cool thing. There's this thing called the Tower of Refuge. It kind of looks like a small castle. It's in Douglas, Isle of Man, and it's a ways away from the shore. And it was built because I don't remember if it's rocky or something, but like it's basically for people who get shipwrecked, and they used to put food in there and stuff so that people had a place to refuge to. I don't know if you can use that word in that that tense or whatever it's called. But yeah, so about 2 times a year, the tide goes out far enough where you can actually walk out to it. And one night we just happened to be in Douglas, and we were walking on the promenade, yeah. And the tide was out, all the way out. And so I walked out there. Katie was going to join me, but about 2 hours into getting to the Isle of Man, getting off the plane in the Isle of Man, we went for a walk, and about 5 minutes into that walk, she fell and twisted her ankle, and really bad. And it was bad, but it didn't really affect the trip all that much, other than we went to the what they call A&E. It's basically like an emergency room / urgent care. And she got pain meds. She got a brace for her ankle. She got crutches that she was allowed to keep. She got 4 x-rays. And we were there for like 5 hours, and we didn't have to pay anything. It was completely free. Over there, all like emergency care like that is completely free, which makes me mad about being back. Or one of the reasons. It sucks here. Like this happened last time. Like when I came back, like as soon as like I had to interact with like people here, it was just a nightmare of a place. But anyway, so we had to spend some time at the hospital. Well, the A&E is part of the hospital. But it didn't really affect much. She got the brace, she got pain meds, she got crutches. So we were planning on doing like more walking and hiking than we did, but we still did a lot of walking. What was I gonna say? I forgot the book. There's this thing in Laxey, Isle of Man, called the Laxey Wheel. It's called Lady Isabella because the person who built it named it after their wife or something. But it's the Laxey Wheel. It's a water wheel that was used to pull water out of the mines so that the miners could go in and bring out whatever was in there, or something else. I don't know. But we went to see it because last time we went in the off season in January, and because it's an island, everything is closed. So like we got to see things, but nothing was open for like tourist stuff. So this time we got to go and see it, and they have these books that these books about the Laxey Wheel. And I have a cousin James and his wife Joyce over there. We stayed with them a few nights in Peel. And he got us one of the books because he he doesn't know everybody. The island's still a big place. It's like 30 miles, give or take, by 12 miles. I've heard it 27 miles. I've heard 33 miles. I've heard 32 miles, I think. So it's roughly that. But he happened to know the woman who was working there and got us a Laxey wheel and mine book for free. Excuse me. And it just so happens that my great-grandparents and there's a picture of my great-grandparents in that book. Plus, in the picture is my grandmother and my great aunt, I guess she would be, are also in the picture as kids. So it's kind of cool. Yeah, so that's kind of a cool thing. Tower of Refuge thing was a cool thing. This trip was good. Oh, I forgot to tell you about, well, I guess this will be a good thing to lead into the, into the haul part of this. So, I'll start with, one of the days we were traveling around, went from, whatever. I'm not going to get too into detail because I don't want this video to be a million hours long. But there was one day where we were hanging out in Laxey. We went up to the mountain, Snaefell, where my grandparents met on my mom's side, if you care about that kind of thing. And they have like a little cafe up there. It was like Silent Hill vibes up at the top the day and time we went. But that was fun. It was really cold and windy. But then we went back down. The tram goes from Laxey. I'm bad at storytelling, if you can tell. So we went from Laxey up to Snaefell, back down to Laxey. Then we took the tram from Laxey to Ramsey, where the Finidary distillery is. And it was actually funny because when we were planning on going to Ramsey, I was like, oh, the Finidary distillery is there. We should go. And then we took the tram, and the tram stop in Ramsey is literally like, like the building was literally like from me to the, I don't know if you can see this wall, like it's literally like a couple feet away from the tram where it stops. So we went there first, and we had some cocktails and stuff. I have a YouTube short that I recorded. I didn't say anything in the video. it was just me drinking a thing that I haven't posted yet. So keep an eye out for that. And then, so then the other place that I want to talk about is a place called Hops Isle of Man. And it's a husband and wife thing. Steven and Hazel. Hazel's actually from New York, so Katie had a lot of good time talking to her, a fellow American or whatever. And yeah, Steven is Scottish, like Scottish from Scotland, and really cool people, really awesome place. It's kind of like a craft beer bar, but they do like spirit stuff. We hung out there a few times. The last time we were there, I had the Beyonce bourbon or whiskey or whatever it is. If you don't follow me on Instagram and you're still watching this, you should follow me on Instagram because I'm going to do a whole Hops Isle of Man appreciation post because I got some pictures and stuff that I want to share. So, yeah. Do that. And anyway, so we hung out there a few times. I got some beers. I got a couple things from the Fin and Dairy distillery. There's a couple things I didn't get because they only had big bottles, and I was bringing back a bunch of beer already by the point, or by the time we had gone to the distillery, I already had a bunch of beers to bring back, so I wasn't trying to overload myself. So, also, if you've been watching the Sunday Spirits the last 3 weeks, those are all Isle of Man spirits that I got last time that I hadn't drank until like 2 weeks ago. So that's fun. So anyway, let me I'll do the distillery stuff first because there's only a couple of them. So this is their Glashton. I may be pronouncing that wrong, but it's their spiced Manx rum. I kind of had this. The story or the YouTube short that I recorded is me drinking the this that was aged in bourbon barrels. So I'll post that. Like I said, I don't say anything in the video. It's literally me just drinking it. And then this is their Fin and Dairy Manx Dry Gin. Little bottle of that. This was... doesn't really say anything on here. But it's RNLI, which I forget what that is. But I don't know if... Because they're doing this thing right now where they're aging... I believe it's this. I don't know. I don't know if it's this, the spiced rum, or just a regular rum. But they have 11 barrels in the Tower of Refuge, and they've been aging them for a year. And like the week before we got there, they went out and tasted the barrels. So I don't know if this was if they aged barrels of their dry gin in there, or they did something with this. So it's a fancy variation or something. So these are the two things that I got from there. There was another rum, I think, that they only had in big bottles that I didn't get, which I'm sad about. But what are you going to do? All right. So I got a bunch of cans down here. I'll do the fun ones first, I guess. So, I had this one there, but this is low key. It is a walking study in demonology. It is a blood orange and Tonka maple pancake stack barley wine. And there's no lactose in it, so that's cool. And it has all the ingredients on there. Like, that shit is so cool. I want people to put ingredients on the beers. So, anyway, I brought a couple cans of those back because they're like small 12-ounce cans. I don't know if they're 12 ounce. They're 330 milliliter, which I believe is 12 ounces. So I will stick with the dark beers first. And this is Overtone. It is their Midnight Walker. And they do, like, apparently all the stuff they do is Star Wars themed. So it has a little thing on there that says Emperor's Brewery, you are not a Jedi yet. But it's 11%. It's a macaroon imperial stout. It's really cool because it has the ingredients on here, and it's a macaroon stout, but it doesn't say. Now I'm reading the can. It says blends rich brown sugar, toasted coconut, almond, and honey for velvety, indulgent taste. But none of those things are in the ingredients. So I think those are not in the ingredients, I think. Maybe. I don't know. Who knows? I had a little bit of this there because the last night we were there, they were opening all sorts of things. So this is Shadow Puppet. Is it? Oh, it's Sinister Brew. This beer is from. Oh, this is Vault City. This beer is Vault City. Low Key is the name of the beer. Or, I don't know. Whatever. Overtone is from... Overtone's from Scotland. Sinister Brew is also from Scotland. This is their Shadow Puppet, raspberry and chocolate barrel-aged imperial stout. I also had a little bit of this. Actually, Katie's knocking on the door. I have no privacy here. I'm just kidding. I know, thank you. I'll be right out.
Okay.
All right, I gotta go faster. So this is also Sinister Brew, and it is Showgoat, Isla dessert wine, and sherry barrel aged imperial stout. Had this there as well. This was quite good. So let me just dive into these. The rest are IPAs and such. So this is Track Brewing and Green Cheek Beer Company. It is their next door. It's a double dry hopped West Coast IPA. Nelson Sauvin Cryo, Motueka Cryo, Simcoe 702, and Strata CGX. 7% alcohol by volume. But the fun thing about this beer is it's also gluten-free. So, gonna move these back. So, very cool. I don't think it matters what. This is Polly's. This is Green Cheek is from California, I think, but Track Brewing is from brewed and canned and poured at Track Brewing, Manchester. Okay. There's a couple addresses on there, but yeah. So, England. Polly's, this is their 58 BPM double IPA. I had a couple IPAs over there that were from Europe, generally. And they're all pretty good. What was I looking for on here? Oh, where they're from. Pretty sure they're from the UK somewhere. Brewed. Yeah. From I think it's England, but UK generally. This is Track Brewing, not a collab. It is their Glimmer Gold Top Double IPA, Citra Cryo, Galaxy, Motueka, and Motueka Cryo. 8.4% alcohol by volume. And then, yeah, Track Brewing is from dude, I love how they have the ingredients on the beer. I love it. This is Overtone. Lost in the Dream. And it is 7.8% alcohol by volume, and Overtone is what I say, from Scotland. Yeah. Yes. This is another Polly's. It is Circadian Rhythm Double IPA. So the cool thing about hops is they have like craft beer that you don't really find anywhere. Like the only like craft beer is like the stuff that you find in like pubs and stuff, are kind of like the craft casks that like Oakles is a local brewery there. Bushy's is a local brewery there. Odin's is a local brewery there. I think I'm misremembering one. But anyway, this is Polly's and Northern Monk. I believe they're both from the UK. I believe Northern Monk is from the UK. But this is a Eldorado Mosaic Simcoe Strata Triple IPA, 10%. And then almost the last beer, another Overtone Barricade. It is 8% alcohol by volume, and they are out of Scotland. And then the last one, I just reviewed this. This was, Steven gave this to me at Hops. And yeah. So look out for, that was one of the beers that I reviewed tonight. Look out for this review. This is Burnside Brew Shed. They're out of Laxey. And this is the Cod's Pollux Hazy IPA, 5% ABV. There are a few beers that I did not show because I'm planning on sending them to people as mystery beers, and I didn't want to even give them any sort of idea of what those beers might be. So if you're watching and you receive a mystery beer from me, it's none of these. So good luck. Anyway, so yeah, I'm sure as soon as I turn this off, I'll remember a bunch of stuff that I forgot, but it's already been long enough. So thank you for hanging out. Hope you're doing well. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. You can like this video if you'd like to. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. You can follow me on Instagram at 93lumber. That's spelled out 93lumber. And we will see you in the next one. Cheers.